Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. Don't forget the ink. Hey, I wanted to, we're getting ready to send this Hemi booster out. And I want to do a last minute check before we ship it out. So we've completely rebuilt it. This one needed some extra measure of work quite a bit. This is an original Hemi. It's going to I forgot. Willie up at PSI Automotive. So I got this thing all apart, and of course, you know, we're going to salvage it no matter what. So I took my time. When we blasted it, real bad cases, they'll get those real small pinhole rust holes there. So I brazed all this stuff up myself. These cans are extremely thin, and I'm the only one that's really had the balls to do it over the years. Nobody else will fuck with it. Not even Uncle Ron just looks at me and shakes his head. Of course, he doesn't understand the Hemi boosters when he is doing it. You know, they was piled up in pyramids out behind the shop in the 80s. So, but now when he does the tandem boosters, well, $1,000 or whatever for a Hemi or more or whatever, he about passes out. That electronic thing fucks up. But anyway, so we salvaged it. We tested it on the booster, and now we're going to send it off and just want to do last minute, you know, hillbilly test or field test that you could do at any time on a booster. You just need a vacuum source. Hell, even if it's the car next door and you got a rubber hose. So first thing we've done is we've applied the vacuum. A rare scenario when you tell when the poppet valve is going bad when it gets vacuum, a booster will self-apply. So it hadn't self-applied, it's under vacuum, and of course with the palm of my hand it's very, very smooth. The hub is very, very smooth and it retracts well. So that tells us a lot. Now we're going to unhook it. And what we're doing is actually checking the check valve, one-way valve, make sure that it ain't leaking. And we're also checking the can. The can has to seal up. Now, these were not designed to encase humans in outer space. They won't hold vacuum indefinitely. Shit, 45 seconds is fucking fantastic. But you got to remember, you're going down the road and these things are hooked up to a constant rather large vacuum source. And it's constant, so. But if your motor fails, you need to have a vacuum reserve so that you can pull off or do a couple safety stops. So while I've been sitting here bullshitting, our Hemi car just shut down because the crank snapped into it. No, that's not true. We're not going to talk that way. There's one. And you can hear it. We had one good break right there before the vacuum was exhausted. I'll show you that again for you guys. So, all it's designed to do is hold some vacuum, so if your engine shuts off, you're going down the highway and it stalls out, you can apply the brakes and get off to the road. So we pulled our vacuum, and of course it's working. You have vacuum assist. There's no way you can push the rear rod of most boosters. It's impossible. Well, I don't want to hurt my finger. There's where's my little finger. Now, if you don't have any vacuum, you ain't going to do that. You ain't going to do it with your finger, and you ain't going to do it with the palm of your hand. Unless you got bigger nuts than I do. So, our motor shut off, and you can hear it. What most people don't know is boosters do make a little bit of noise. The hub is the air intake, so when you're moving something, you have to displace the air added in. So you can hear it. So here we go. I got one good stop out of it. That's what I got. So, there you go, Willie. Hemi booster on your way. Work some magic, do some body work, and good enough for any car in the world. Bye. Happy Moparing and God bless America.